Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. The project we're going to talk about in this video is called the Artyfact. Now this is a very interesting project that I stumbled upon, and there's a reason why this really captivated my interest. So I look for what people are getting into, the problems they're facing, the problems they have faced. And one of the common issues that we're facing is, especially when we talk about, the GameFi project, is that those projects really focus on the economy part of it, to make it gamify, to work on the elements on how people can earn through the game, but their focus is being put in almost entirely on this aspect and not the other aspects of the game that makes it entertaining to that makes it interesting. So we have seen that most of the GameFi games, they're really poorly developed. There's not a lot of interesting mechanisms, not a lot of good graphics, the proper gameplay and so forth, just the element of GameFi. And then they just think that people will be so interested in the in the earning part of it that they'll just play the game a lot, which is not how it's supposed to be. People should be able to enjoy the game for the game itself, and having to earn from it should be an extra bonus. So but so far it hasn't been made possible. But the reason why Artyfact really captivated my interest in this part is that the games that we have in this one are really amazing in terms of graphics, game mechanics, game modes, to actually make it interesting, to actually make it something that people actually enjoy, especially in these days. So we're going to talk about this whole project. There is a pre-sale and there's other exciting opportunities that we have, but this is definitely a project, a token that we should have in 2023 so that we can maximize our profit in the next bull run. So I'll give you guys all the comparisons and all the reasons why I think this has absolute potential to go really up. Right now, I think the token price is around $0.23, but it is expected to go up to $10. So we're going to talk with reasons on why I think this is possible. So make sure they watch till the end. Do know that anything I say is not going to be an investment or financial advice. So always do your investigation research. And with this out of the way, we're going to get into it. Now we have the official website and everything, but we're going to start off with the trailer itself. So this is the trailer. Now we can have it just about the the gameplay in this, the graphics in this, which you can see are really amazing. That it kind of resembles kind of like Fortnite, GTA 5 kind of graphics, AAA games. So I think this is really amazing, and we have NFT integration in this, which is really amazing. And we can do live concert, all those other activities that we can do. We have avatars, we have lands, we have clothes. So we have integration, which I think is really amazing. We have the NFT marketplace as well. There's NFT, estate or surreal estates. You can, buy places. So, I mean, you can really tell they have amazing graphics and amazing mechanism that you will actually enjoy playing this game, even if you don't have any incentive on earning through it. But it's a really big bonus if we have these games and we can, earn through it. Now, another amazing thing that I see in this one is usually projects, they tell people that they're planning on developing such a game, they release information about it, they release trailers, but they never actually end up developing it, which is exactly what happened with the Logan Paul's project. Now in this one, usually they would, even if they are developing or even if they have a demo in place, they would place it after the IDO. But the amazing thing in this one is that we already had the demo available to test it out before the IDO, which really shows that they are working on something really amazing. Now of course, over time they're going to create more and more. There will be a lot of changes in the demo, so the demo is just out there for people to check, to test it out, to just have this kind of like information that yes, something is being developed. It's not a fake promise. So you will have the option to test it out on your own. So make sure that you do that as well. I'm going to give you guys links in the description. Now here we have the official website. We're going to go through it and we're going to talk about it, all the other aspects as well. What we have in this one is we explore Metaverse. So we have the Metaverse in this one. We play to earn games, so we can the games that we can play and we earn through them. We can exhibit and we can trade with the NFTs, which I think is kind of obvious. We can make events like concert and exhibitions and so much more. Now to ensure that this whole project is safe, this has been audited and KYC'd by Certec. So here we have the complete report. You can see they got the KYC silver badge from Certec. The contract has been verified, and they also have passed the KYC. And the team also is docked, so we're gonna take a look at that as well. And the amazing thing is that they have received another badge of this Certec top 10% watched. So according to Certec, this project is among the top 10% of the most watched projects, which I think is really amazing, and it really talks about its potential and how many people are waiting for it and are interested to get into it. Now here we have the token sale events. So we have the pre-sale in which we can get the the RT token for $0.28. This is currently ongoing. The minimum investment is $50 and the maximum investment is $25,000. Now you will notice that over time the token price will get increased to more and more until the expected price is $10 plus. So right now, the amazing opportunity that we have, that since we're relatively early into it, because we're actually in the pre-sale stage right now, so we can get the tokens at a discount price, at a lower price, and afterwards it's going to get increased to so much, and that's how we can make a profit. Now we have other amazing games, of course, that we know, like we have Sandbox, Decentralized, Axie Infinity, but the problem is that they already have kind of reached the top, that there's very minimal margin of profit from there. There's very minimal potential in there. So you can't just say at this moment that they can, you can make 100x with them. It's not really possible as of these moments, because they already have kind of reached the top. So with this one, you do have the potential, because in this one, the full diluted market cap is around $7.5 million. As compared to the other ones, which I'm going to show you the comparison afterwards. There's a lot of articles being written on Artyfact, so you can check out all media coverage from all these different firms. For example, you can take a look at the Telegraph. So if you want any recent updates, news, you can watch it over here. But the thing is, it is getting a decent exposure from all these renowned places where it's really hard to get even one article published. But you have all these lined up, like Cointelegraph, Benzinga, Yahoo Finance, MarketWatch, and so many more. So I think it really talks about the potential and how other firms and industries are realizing its existence. Now we have other gameplay footages to see how it happens. Now there's different game modes. So we have Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch. We also have Battle Royale, which I think is really amazing, because a lot of people love Battle Royale. Even if you play Fortnite or PUBG or Call of Duty, you are a fan of Battle Royale. So let's take a look at the gameplay for the Deathmatch that we have right here. Now you can see the game mechanics in this is really neat. It is very decent. The physics, the movements, and there's other unique crowd system and this dashes that we have, which is not something that you have in other games. So it shows that it is unique in its own mechanisms, which is really amazing. So I mean, just by the looks of it, you will never be able to tell that this is a play to earn game. I mean, that's for sure, which is the beauty of this game. You will be able to participate in events like concerts and exhibitions, and you can, if you're an influencer or if you have brand, you can use different features in the Artyfact ecosystem to further grow it. Now these are their partners, and we have the RT token, which of course is the center of everything. The complete supply that we have is 25 million, which is not really a lot, and it is deflationary, because in every quarter they use 20% of the revenue to buy back the RT token, and then they burn it, which is going to significantly increase the price further and further. Now if you take a look at the price growth potential comparison between Artyfact, and then we have Sandbox, Decentralized, and Axie Infinity, we have Artyfact at 7.5 million fully diluted market cap. And then we have Sandbox at $2.1 billion. We have Decentraland at $1.4 billion. Then we have Axie Infinity at $2.2 billion. So if you take a look at the potential that we have, right now this is sitting at 1x. So it has the potential to go up to 250 to 300x, which I think is really amazing. The key features that we have of the RT, it is that it is built on the Binance Smart Chain network. We are well familiar with this blockchain. You will use RT for payments, which really will increase the demand for the RT token, because it will be getting utilized in so many places in the RT ecosystem. So when there will be more demand, people will be buying it more and more, and that's how it's gonna get the price of it will get increased more and more. And we also have governance with the RD token. So the RD holders, they'll get to decide on different proposals and what happens next. So they're putting kind of like control in the hands of people, so they can, they can feel that they're part of the ecosystem. And then we have the option for staking. Now this is an exclusive offer, which will be there for the people who take part in the pre-sale. So those who take part in the pre-sale, they'll have the option to stake the token afterwards, and the profit that they will be able to make is, for 1 year it is 50%, for 2 years it is 200%, for 3 years it is 600%, which is really insane. We already talked about the burning, that they will be using 20% of the profit quarterly to buy back the RD token, and then they're going to burn it. And we get different privileges with the RD token. So if we have the RD token, we get a discount on different services, on participation in lotteries, private events, and so forth. Now here's the token distribution, how it is allocated in different sections. Now here are the advantages comparison of Artyfact with other play to earn projects, top tier projects actually, and other top games. So if you take a look at the Artyfact, we have NFTs in this, we have NFTs in the sandbox, decentralized, Axie Infinity, but we don't have those in the games like Fortnite, GTA 5, and Apex Legends. And then we have high quality graphics in the Fortnite, GTA Online, and Apex Legends, but we don't have that in the sandbox, decentralized, Axie Infinity, but we have this in Artyfact, which is a huge difference, and I think this is going to make the most of the difference. We have player-owned games in Artyfact, we have 3D NFT marketplace, which is something that is missing on the other games that are not on the blockchain, and surprisingly this is missing in the sandbox and other player-owned games as well. We have the option for events in all of these. We're going to have esports in Artyfact, and we have those in the Fortnite. Another one, we don't have any kind of esports in the blockchain projects so far. And then we have features for influencers and brands, which is something that is missing in all other games. And then we have virtual billboards in Artyfact and not in anywhere else. Now, if you talk about the game modes, we're going to have Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Control, Battle Royale, which is something that we discussed before, except that I didn't mention Control, but we have this one as well. And who knows, based on public demand on what they want, they may add more and more. Now you can take a look at the roadmap to see what is going to happen in the future. I already told you guys all the things. We talked about the pre-sale, we talked about the demo that is available before the IDO. So afterwards, we're going to have the IDO as well. Afterwards, they're going to go for centralized exchange listings, decentralized exchange listings, which is going to increase the exposure of the the Artyfact ecosystem and the RD token. And eventually there will be more people that are that will be eventually getting into it. And that is when this is going to get pumped. So the only people that will be able to maximize their profit are those that take part in the pre-sale right now. Now you can take a look at the team, which you can see is Docs. You can take a look at their LinkedIn profiles. So this is a further proof that this is completely safe, because no one will put their reputation online for something that they don't believe in, that eventually can turn into scam or is fake. So this is a completely legitimate project platform that has this huge potential, which really makes it really amazing. And right now we have the amazing option to take part in the pre-sale. And furthermore, they took part in different events in Dubai, which you can see right here. So you can see the whole team that we have and the presentation. So this is another proof that we have that this is completely legitimate. So you can take a look at these videos as well. I think this is really amazing. This is one of the top-notch projects that we have, and the huge potential that we have, that we know is completely safe, that putting our assets down for it will be a really good option. Of course, it's not an investment advice. So you can take part in the pre-sale. Here's the page that we have right here. You'll get all the information from here, and even a tutorial on how to take part in this one. So make sure to check this out. And yeah, I think this is all of you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly. So stay tuned.